In Alberta, preseason game number 4 for the Kraken. Inside Rogers Place, Philip Grubauer, his second appearance of preseason. He will go the distance tonight. Calvin Pickard at the other end came up from the American Hockey League last season and did a great job in support of Stuart Skinner. Dan Bylsma picked up his first win in preseason last night at beautiful Climate Pledge Arena, and Chris Knobloch took over the Oilers in early November and turned the Oil completely around and led them to a 7-game Stanley Cup final and a loss against the Florida Panthers. Sticks are down, we're underway. Sit back and enjoy this one off the draw. The Kraken will clear it all the way back in the Edmonton zone, and the Oilers get to it. Evan Bouchard will clear it all the way back. He had 80 points from the back end last season. Icing is called here.
Well, it's a big breakout season. We got to see some of that work in the open as well. And, you know, one of those defensemen that has the great shot, has the offensive side, patience, poise. He can see the ice really well, but at the same time, the defensive side of the game is there. So an all-around, well-rounded defenseman.
82 points in 81 games. Riker Evans, Jared McCann's shot, and a stick save by Pickard to the corner. A battle, Matty Beniers and Matthias Ekholm. The Oilers get to it. Zach Hyman sends it back, and they sling it out through center. Hyman, 54 goals a season ago, kicked out by Grubauer. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins out of the corner. Here's Connor McDavid, last season's Conn Smythe Trophy winner, as the playoff MVP. Both teams will change as Ryan Winterton will dump it in. We'll take a look at the forward lines and defense pairings at the top of your screen. The Kraken 1-2 on preseason thus far. Will be in Calgary on Monday night and wrap it up against these very same Oilers on Wednesday in Seattle. Ty Cartier will pitch it deep in the Oilers zone. Brandon Tanev gets to it. Yanni Gourde out of the corner, muscled a bit, moved along by Philip Kemp. A nice read by Gustav Olofsson. Cartier's shot turned along by Pickard. Olofsson gets it back to the slot for Gourde. They attempt to give and go. It goes deeper in the zone. Cartier tied up. Gourde slings it along the kick plate by Cale Fleury and all the way back in Kraken ice.
Well, it's the right idea. Just a little bit too far, and Fleury not able to get it. But I can see that line working pretty well. Obviously, that's just one shift, but I don't think I'd want to play against those three in combination, the way they all work, and they can get down in those corners and battle.
Eric Ryan will send it back. This is Ben Gleason, who spent the majority of last season in the American Hockey League. A quick shot. Grubauer says no on Raphael Lavoie, and that puck goes out of play.
Well, good job on Grubauer directing that puck up and out of play. Quick little strike there from Edmonton. Weren't able to completely connect on it, but as Grubauer get that up, take a whistle, reset, and you're able to start fresh right here.
Ben Myers centering this line for Dan Bylsma. He's had a good camp so far. He is centering this line with Jacob Melanson and Brandon Byro. Off the faceoff, Josh Mahura will get it out through center. Kemp will take it back. He played 4 seasons at Yale. He's out to center. Lavoie, second-round pick, hands it off for Kemp. Mike Hoffman here on a tryout, the veteran, played last season with San Jose. Hoffman on cue with a shot off a body out in front off Derek Ryan, and you see it ricochet all the way back in the Edmonton zone. A nice look at Evan Bouchard. Snapped in. Matt Savoy, 9th overall pick, traded from Buffalo in the offseason. He's a local boy with a bright future. Out of the corner, Cale Fleury for Melanson. He'll tap it out. The long reach of Matthias Ekholm got there. Now Noah Philp. Philp in the zone, pulls up, out in front, rejected, broken up by Cale Fleury. And he'll clear it all the way back in the Oilers zone. Will it make it? Yes, it will. Icing is called here.
Well, good defensive play there. Just missed the exit strategy, trying to use the middle of the ice.
So in this offensive zone start, Chris Knobloch, the Edmonton coach, will throw out his top line. Seattle has their 4th line out there because of the icing. No changes through center. Corralled by Mitchell Stevens with a shot off a stick wide off Ekholm. John Hayden gets to it. Another chance for him tonight. Puck free in the circle. Hyman corrals it. And the Oilers free through center. McDavid sends it back. Nugent-Hopkins scores! Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with a bullet by Grubauer. With 3:08 gone in period one.
Just a complete play from that line. As you go through the neutral zone, if you give McDavid a step, he's able to just push that back. But a great feed backhand pass right to the middle to Nugent-Hopkins, on and off the stick, and an absolutely perfect shot. McDavid here, you have to worry about the speed, overcommit, and right there up and over the blocker side. You have to respect that McDavid has the speed to take it to the middle of the net. You forget about Nugent-Hopkins, and he ends up finding the back of the net.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 22 points in 25 playoff games last year. Corey Perry, his shot swallowed up by Grubauer. We get a stoppage here with 16:42 left in period one.
I also think that just shows as well how fast McDavid is. He got that pass, and Riker Evans can skate. But McDavid, when he gets going, he has that speed, especially not carrying the puck. He's able to just skate right into it. And obviously the vision to be able to make that backhand pass shows why he's one of the best players in the world.
The Oilers now keep it deep. It's all the way back. Will Borgen cut off. Sam O'Reilly out in front. Hack and whack time in front of Grubauer, and emerging with it is Will Borgen. He'll attempt to get it out. Puck is free, and now Ryan Winterton will settle it down for Jared McCann, who led Seattle with 29 goals last year. McCann with a shot easily detected by Pickard. So Ryan Nugent-Hopkins picks up his first of preseason from Connor McDavid and Zach Hyman at 3:08. 8 shots in the game, 5 taken by Edmonton. We'll be with you from the Saddle Dome on Monday night. 6 p.m. Pacific start. Our second look at the Calgary Flames. Off that face-off, they go to the corner. Gord reads the play for Seattle. He's tied up. Now Ben Gleason forechecked by Ty Cartier. Lavoie out to center by Billy Otavainen, who's getting his first opportunity in preseason for the Kraken. Cartier skate to stick off the goalpost. Cartier now attempting to hunt it down. Lavoie out through center. They lose control at the blue line. Mahura lays it along for Cartier. He'll pitch it back for Gore to the outside. Tanev. Otavainen's shot denied and hung on to by Pickard.
Well, good shift from that line. A couple of good opportunities. Like the way they played quick through the neutral zone to start. End up getting an opportunity through. Cartier goes off the post, and the next chance they get through, defenseman Otavainen jumps up into the play. Gets an opportunity here. Gord with a good little trap out of the air, knocking that puck down, and here's Cartier going through with the shot.
Off the face-off now, Byro. Melance's shot body down by Pickard. Olofsson will dump it deeper in the zone, in play. Ekholm under duress. Byro gets to it. He'll wind it out. Send it back for Olofsson. His shot tipped wide by Jacob Melanson. Seattle with a few good chances here, as Noah Philp will get it out through center, and a penalty is called up top. So Ben Myers goes here for slashing.
Take another look at this penalty here by Myers as the puck's going through, the little slash right onto the hands before the puck got flipped out. And one more look at that Cartier shot, skate to stick right off the post.
First power play for Edmonton, 4th best. Last season, McDavid in tight. Defended by Olofsson. McDavid gets it back. Evan Bouchard with that big bomb up top. Down low, Nugent-Hopkins. He'll circle the track. Play it away from Tanev. Now Mike Hoffman playing catch with Evan Bouchard. Hoffman guarded by Tanev. Indirects it. Nugent Hopkins, Bouchard. Here it comes. Stopped by Grubauer. Along the boards now. Tanev will get to it. McDavid will man the puck and take it back as the Oilers tag up. Hoffman over the line. Intended for McDavid. Off the side of the goal. Olofsson gets to it for Seattle. Nugent Hopkins will lay it back for Bouchard. Evan Bouchard walks the line, looks for some space and sets up Nugent Hopkins. Popping out is McDavid. Bouchard faking that one-timer. Connor McDavid goes to work on Yanni Gourde. Bouchard one more time, calling McDavid. Nugent Hopkins encumbered a bit by the pass. Bouchard, McDavid in on Gourde. Evan Bouchard, Nugent Hopkins stopped by Grubauer. Rebound free for Nugent Hopkins. He'll settle it. McDavid out of the corner, resets. This way it's Hoffman. Between the wickets of Nugent Hopkins and a good break for Seattle. Pickard out to get it. 32 seconds left on the Kraken kill. Bouchard now will quarterback his way out to center ice. Sling it back for Matthias Ekholm. He'll feed it all the way around. Lavoie sidesteps Riker Evans, maintains it. Now Matt Savoy, Lavoie, bottled up, good steal by Jared McCann. Here he comes shorthanded, he'll bounce it in on Pickard. And he hangs on to that short hopper with 6 seconds left on the kill.
Well, it's a good kill from the Kraken, one of the best opportunities here. The one-timer from Nugent Hopkins, Grubauer's able to see and get a piece of that before they get out, but for the most part, everything was done along the outside, a lot of passing. Not able to get into the teeth, get into the inside, or make any of those bump plays. But again, Nugent Hopkins already was able to find the back of the net. Had a good look there, but it looked like Grubauer saw just enough of it and was able to get that piece.
Face-off controlled by the Oilers out through center ice. O'Reilly, he's 18 with a shot. Short side held by Grubauer. Now Riker Evans along the boards, tied up. The Oilers reset it. Kemp at the point. Delivers a pass for Lavoie. Shoved right off it by Cale Fleury. Myers out of the box. Has control. Ben Myers. As the Kraken kill it off. Beniers through center. They lay it along by Gleason, covering up Philip Kemp. Play it off the boards. Dump it all the way back in the Kraken zone. Icing is called here.
Got Ottenbeinen in his first game here in the preseason so far. And a lot to like in his game when you look at his size and what he can bring. Obviously, he has a good shot as well.
He's 6'5", 210. Took a regular shift for Dan Bilesman, Coachella Valley last season. Very good playoff. Otavainen, now Mahura. Swept in deeper in the zone by Stevens. Kicked out by the goaltender, Pickard. Along the boards, Corey Perry tied up. The Oilers now will lay it out to center ice. Dumped in by Mike Hoffman. Otavainen reverses for his partner, Mahura, who's tied up. The Oilers seize it. Shot taken by Dermott, stopped by Grubauer. Travis Dermott with the bid, and now Mahura. Derek Ryan draped all over him. He'll get it out. The Oilers now recoil, wheel along with Troy Stetcher. He'll feed it ahead. Evans defending for the Kraken. Will Borgen forechecked by Savoy. Then Myers crunched on the play, cut off. And the Oilers, as we see, in possession again. Evan Bouchard chipped in the zone by Philp. Heading to it is Borgen. Now Myers out through center ice. Then Myers. It's contained by Pickard. He has trouble. Good forechecking by Myers. Maybe a little trouble brewing. Now Bouchard. Stolen by Ben Myers. We'll move it across for Borgen. Borgen with a shot stop. The rebound for Myers. Bounces around. Kicked out by Pickard. They score on the rebound. Some hack and whack time. And it looks like Jacob Melanson was knocking on the door. He gets the goal. And the Kraken have tied it.
Well, simple hockey plays and some good patience by Myers. just delaying, waiting time. Nice backhand play over. Borgen's going to just throw this to the net. You have two bodies. Now the third gets in. Like Johnny said, the hack and whack, but you go to the blue paint. You're able to fight, find that rebound, put it through, and again, just Melanson finding the top of the crease, and the puck ends up going there. You go there, you go to the right areas, you find the puck, and you're able to push one past Pickard. You go there, the rebound's there, and you get all three in the white sweaters fighting for that loose puck.
Melanson is a sturdy forward with a nose for the net and a grinding style of player. Good work, too, by Brendan Byro. So the entire line gets it done. And the Kraken have tied the game. Icing is called here. 10:50 left to go in period one.
It's not always going to be the prettiest play that ends up into the back of the net. And looked like at one point all three on the line had an opportunity with that puck bouncing around in the blue paint. Melanson was able to find it. I think at that point you're just happy that someone on your line was able to get a stick on the puck and find the back of the net.
McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman come out for Edmonton. The Kraken go with Gord, Tanev, who has the puck, and Ty Cartier, who gets it now. He's separated from it by Philip Kemp. Tanev grinding. McDavid helping out the D. Hyman, a nice play to the outside. Shoved a bit by Cartier. It comes back out to neutral ice. Gord sends it back. Fleury goes D to D with Olofsson. Through center, flubbed by Gord, regained by Winterton. Gus Olofsson now, Ryan Winterton. They can't connect, and the Oilers take over. Just about halfway through period one. John, JT, and Piper with you tonight. Rogers Place, Edmonton, Alberta. Cale Fleury will aerial flip it through center. Stetcher on his horse. Icing is called here.
And Winterton, I've liked his game so far in this preseason, also throughout camp as well. Obviously, it does help when you get a goal and assist in the last game versus Vancouver. If you look at the coaching staff, there's a lot to like in his game. Plays north, has some skill, can penalty kill, can get out on the power play as well. So really brings that all-around game, and you know, one of the younger guys that definitely is pushing or trying to challenge for a spot on this team.
Well, he had a great Calder Cup final, right? He was red hot, scored a ton of goals in that series alone. So JT, that has to help a young player take that next step.
You get that confidence, right? And you do well in the American Hockey League. He came up for 9 games, got to see what the National Hockey League was like last season. Then you go down, you have a successful year in the American Hockey League, but you just know how to get into the game.
Beniers with a shot that's tipped out of play by Evan Bouchard. 9:29 left to go in the opening period. 2 celebrations. The Oilers get one from Ryan Nugent Hopkins, but it's answered quickly by young Jacob Melanson. We're tied at 1. Hockey is brought to you by your Western Washington Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. and by Muckleshoot Casino Resort, the biggest and best in the Northwest. As you can see, a beautiful Saturday night in the Ice District here in Edmonton. John, JT, and Piper back with you, supported by our outstanding crew. That's how we start the season, with our guys in the truck, and that's how we finish. Think they believe me?
I say yeah.
Okay.
You never lie to us.
You said it. Not usually. Now a steal by Ekholm. Derek Ryan, the veteran, looking for Lavoie, cut off. Mahura has control. The Kraken attempt to get it out. They will now. Mitchell Stevens. Puck fumbled by Edward Chalet, and now it's cleared in by Mahura all the way around. Stevens rolled back off a stick out through center. Edmonton now will transition. Mike Hoffman looking to earn a job here. Loose along the boards, held in by Kent. He'll swing it. Gleason with a shot blocked in front. Mahura. Chalet out to center ice. John Hayden will dump it ahead. 8:40 left in period one. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Jacob Melanson have traded goals here. The Kraken looking to even the preseason record here tonight at 2 up and 2 down.
Well, that's definitely important. I think obviously they want to win every game, but it's probably more important about the process and getting everybody together and ready. A little bit different system. You got a new coaching staff. You have new things in place, so it takes a little bit of time, and that's what these games are really for. You really want to focus on getting that team mentality back together so that you can see it consistently and you're not actually thinking about it come time for the regular season.
Well, JT, it's a progression in terms of how you play, as Savoy was muscled right off it by Will Borgen. Philp out in front, stickless is Borgen. Evans now, Cartier, here comes Gord. A lead feed for Brandon Tanev. Turbo going wide, out in front, great play. Noah Philp on the way back, and Pickard is down. See the concern on the face of Chris Knobloch, the Oiler coach. Here's the play. Tanev out in front. We'll get an update on this when we come back.
The versatile Toyota RAV4 is ready for anything on or off the road.
This RAV4 is a hybrid EV, so you can take your adventures even further.
Check out all this cargo space.
That's what you call room, with a view.
Now you can get a new 24 RAV4 and get low 4.99 APR financing.
Or lease a RAV4 from $359 a month, with 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Book your room now. Toyota, let's go places.
It's Blackberry Smoke at Emerald Queen Casino Event Center, Thursday, October 24th. Tickets at emeraldqueen.com. Blackberry Smoke, a live performance that'll rattle your core. Coming to the Emerald Queen Casino Event Center, Thursday, November 14th. It's War. The World is a Ghetto 50th Anniversary Tour. Tickets at emeraldqueen.com. Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Do frozen screens make your heart melt? Do buffering wheels give you butterflies? Didn't think so. You should meet Ziply Fiber. It's faster, it's friendlier, it's fiber. Ziply is fiber optic internet. That means no lag and no buffering. Gotta love it. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans as low as $10 a month.
Oh, we see Calvin Pickard having a conversation, making his way towards the bench. Here's the collision. Yanni Gord going towards the net, and it was Philp running into his own goalie. And see the concern right away, where his head kind of snapped back, and looks like we may have a change.
So obviously some head trauma, and Cal Pickard has been lifted, and it could be for reasons of mandatory purposes because of the concussion spotters in-house. So Olivier Rodrigue will come in. Rodrigue is still a young goaltender with a bright future. Bakersfield of the American Hockey League last season, 37 games at the AHL level. This comes with just about 12 minutes gone in period one. Rodrigue was a second-round pick in 2018 by the Oilers. Matty Beniers, Ryan Winterton, and Jared McCann. That's the top line in terms of this lineup. Evans impeded. A penalty is called up top. So Zach Hyman off the draw will take a seat. And the Kraken, for the first time tonight, go to the power play.
Edmonton, number 19, minor penalty, hooking.
Hyman's stick gets caught up with Evans. A good face-off win by Matty Beniers, and I like the quick trying to play for the offense, and Evans jumping down trying to get involved in the play. But obviously got taken down there, stick in the way, and Seattle Kraken get their opportunity on the power play.
Muckleshoot Casino Resort power play number one. Beniers, McCann, Gord, Evans, and Ty Cartier on the ice. Grubauer will put it on a tee for Riker Evans. Nugent Hopkins, Derek Ryan, Travis Dermott, Troy Stetcher. Quartet of killers for Chris Knobloch. Evans across now. Gord will draw in. Indirect it back for Riker Evans. He'll take it deeper in the zone. Circle the track. Will load a high for McCann. Shot through traffic, patted down by Rodrigue. Getting back up, Beniers. Cartier lends a helping hand. Gord checked on the play by Ryan. Riker Evans at the point. This way for McCann, downhill, off a skate, and went off Troy Stetcher, and Nugent Hopkins will dump it out.
See the look McCann's trying to go for, but you'd like to see a shot. You haven't had too much going on this power play. Direct one towards the net, get it on the target, make Edmonton turn their heads, look around, maybe cause a little bit of confusion, and then you can get into the east-west type plays.
Halfway through the power play, Stevens will move it hard around. Winterton takes a seat, and it's cleared out through center ice. 45 seconds left in the Kraken power play. Cale Fleury will wind it up. Now with a head of steam, it's Mitchell Stevens. He'll dump it in. The Kraken flood that side. Fleury off the skate. Chalet gets it back to the point. Played by Fleury off a stick. Now it went off young Sam O'Reilly. Now Winterton in back of the goal. This way for Byro. Playing catch with Fleury. Byro to the goal line. Winterton out in front. They score! Edward Chalet gets his first as a Kraken in preseason play. The former first-round pick has given the Kraken a 2-1 lead.
Great pump movement on the power play, going down low to the goal line. Winterton's going to take a step off, throw that sauce. Perfectly placed over Ekholm onto the tape. Chalet's able to put that one-timer right into the back of the net. You got a good look there of the pass. Sweep right up and over. You can see right there acknowledging the pass from Winterton coming across. And again, right, just like that, you're able to take the 2-1 lead.
Beautiful play. Edward Chalet gets the goal. Played well in Vancouver. Impressed everybody on Tuesday night. A penalty is called here. You might get two penalties here, JT. We'll see.
It looked like he was pointing for both of them.
Seattle, number 3.
Zach Hyman goes again.
Edmonton 18 has a minor penalty for roughing.
Borgen for interference and Hyman for roughing.
It was on the board side here, and they kind of got tangled up. It looked like Borgen was just pushing through. Maybe a nothing play, but I guess they're going to take both, and that's what you're going to see throughout it. Now, obviously, this is a different situation. You got 4-on-4 play here. A guy like McDavid definitely has the speed and the ability. It's not a situation you really want to be going out against McDavid 4-on-4, that much open ice. The only thing better probably is 3-on-3 for McDavid's skill set.
No doubt about that. Now, Beniers out to center. I think McDavid would be okay 8 against 8. Now it's played along the boards. Bouchard, forechecked by Beniers. Stick handle away from McCann. Nugent Hopkins now. McDavid right in, turned along by Grubauer. Bouchard ricochets out to center ice. Ben Gleason in control. Less than 90 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Nugent Hopkins, Bouchard. Now McDavid angles off a body off Tanev. Nugent Hopkins sends it back for Evan Bouchard. Troy Stetcher and he play catch with it. Goes off Beniers. A nice steal by Matty. He's out through center. He'll feed it wide of Rodrigue. Back on it. On to Vinen out of the corner. Stetcher shadowed a bit by Gord. McDavid will hunt it down. Here comes the Oiler captain, and he's pickpocketed by Big Altavainen. He'll lug it out. Willie Altavainen moves it deeper in the zone. He's shoved down by Troy Stetcher. Riker Evans for Seattle. Spins off a hit. Coughs it up. Lavoie through center. Supported by Echo. They stay onside. Lavoie's shot turned out easily by Grubauer. Lavoie bottled up a bit. Oilers in possession. This is Troy Stetcher. Now Echo ambles in on Tanev. Matthias Ekholm. Outstanding defenseman. Lays it back for Stetcher. Stick save for Grubauer. Lavoie in control. He's double teamed. Gord attempting to get it out. Now it's rolled by Grubauer. Moves it for Brandon Tanev. Edmonton will change. 7 seconds left in terms of the 4-on-4. Josh Mahura signed as an unrestricted free agent out of Florida through center. The Oilers in possession as we see. Under 4 minutes left in this first period. Shots are 13-10 Edmonton. Corey Perry by Stevens, rejected by Mahura. Stevens pulls up on a hit thrown at him by Kemp. Cartier goes to work on Derek Ryan. Ryan takes a heavy hit along the boards that time from John Hayden. Corey Perry bottled up. The Kraken are really hounding the puck. Gustav Olofsson. Forechecked by Ryan and Perry through center. Good play by Mahura. Charging forward was Lane Peterson, and now John Hayden will clear it in. Chalet gets to it. Chalet looks around. Moves it along for Evans. His shot stopped by Rodrigue up high. Out of the corner, Bouchard under pressure from Ben Myers. The Kraken again seal the wall.
Well, excellent play there by Chalet. He's able to just throw it into an area where only Evans can step up into the play, and you end up just throwing the puck towards the net. It does catch him up high, but that creates a little bit of confusion.
A chance, they score! Noah Philp. Those top shelf as he snuck in. 2:43 left to go. Period 1. We're tied at 2.
Well, it ends up being just an excellent pass, but also the hands to be able to pull that puck right there, go shovel it right underneath the bar. Ekholm is able to draw 3. Eyes looking right at him. Nobody catches Philp sneaking in right behind, but a perfect pass, and you get to see the quickness of how he's able to catch that puck, flick his hands up towards the crossbar, and beat Philip Grubauer.
Noah Philp took a year off from the game for some personal reasons last season, and is working his way back. A beautiful goal. Now the Kraken will jump on it in the person of Matty Beniers out to center ice. Noah Philp has tied it in the late stages of period 1. Hyman goes deeper in Kraken ice. Flurry all the way around. For Ryan Winterton, he'll take it back. Olofsson through the logo. Gains entry with Beniers. Beniers with a shot off his own man off Olofsson. Now it's controlled by Stetcher. Through center, Zach Hyman. Defended by Otavainen. Played across for Nugent Hopkins. Crunched a bit by Winterton. Beniers attempting to move it. But a nice pinch by Edmonton's Travis Dermott. Out of the corner, Beniers will move with it. Play it off the boards. Get it out through center. $1:43 left to go in period 1. Billy Otavainen in the skates of Ty Cartier. Kemp takes a hit. Moves the puck. Tanev on a change. Otavainen This way for Mahura. Mahura wrist shot, no tip available, knocked down by Dermott. O'Reilly through center. Pass cut off by Gord, carried in though by Corey Perry. He'll forge ahead. And the Kraken hold the line and stave him off. Gord through center. Tanev this way for Mahura. To the side of the goal, Cartier. He'll try the far side with it. 65 seconds left in the period. Ty Cartier. 11 goals last year, broken up by Ekholm. Now Evan Bouchard will corral it and flip it cross corner. Never got there, cut off by Borgen. Quickly up the ice, north they go. Gord in on Ekholm with Byro. 45 seconds left in the period. Bouchard for Ryan. Derek Ryan steps in the zone, moves it deep. Borgen with his head on a swivel. Looks for Riker Evans, who's tied up. Byro tried to dig it out. Lavoie with a shot blocked by Borgen. Right along the boards, the point man Bouchard. He'll send it in. Ben Myers for the Kraken, top of your screen, gets it out. Here's Melanson. Jacob Melanson. No quarter given by Bouchard. 17 seconds left in the period. And a penalty with Melanson going down. Late whistle here. Penalty upcoming against Edmonton as they touch up.
Should be an interference call here on Ekholm.
Edmonton number 14, minor penalty, interference.
It's a good shift from Melanson as well. He took two pretty good hits on Bouchard. He didn't like it, and might have been a little bit of retaliation for the two body checks that Melanson ended up dishing out. Didn't quite have the puck, so still got 6.8. You win a draw, you get an opportunity to get the puck towards the net.
Muckleshoot Casino Resort power play number 2 for the Kraken off the face-off. Gord in a battle with Troy Stetcher. 2 seconds left, and that'll do it. So a good period. 14 shots for Edmonton. 2 goals on Philip Grubauer. Jacob Melanson has one of the tallies tonight for Seattle. And even terms after 20 minutes of preseason game number 4. Piper Shaw has our first intermission. When we come back, spirited play here in Edmonton, Alberta. After period number 1, the Kraken, the Oilers, deadlocked at 2 on the Kraken Hockey Network.
Create a backyard that's out of this world.
Right now, get a free battery when you buy an MSA 220CB battery chainsaw set, a $300 value.
Real steel. Find yours.
Big hit by the big rig, Jamie Alexia.
Anyone need free checking? Yeah, I got a guy.
Checking doesn't have to hurt. Like free checking with WaFed Bank. Kraken debit card doesn't hurt either.
Now that's pain-free checking.
Chevy gets it. I want it, and I can afford it can be one and the same. With Chevy Trax, a car and driver 10 best. The rugged Chevy Trailblazer. And Chevy Colorado, Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Chevy, all you want is all within reach, connected by OnStar. Qualified Northwest lessees can lease this Trax for around $249 a month. See your Northwest Chevy dealer.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? you should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans as low as $10 a month.
Imagine if the most exciting, unthinkable, iconic NHL moments could be yours. Well, now they can, because NHL Breakaway lets you collect highlights from your favorite players and teams. Collect a moment, relive a memory, and trade history with these officially licensed digital collectibles. Make history yours with NHL Breakaway.
Yeah, like I love seeing kids nowadays loving their dad. Like, Dad, what's going on? Want to go play, Dad? Let's go ride bikes, Dad. Now as a kid, I was like, Dad, Mom, what did you see in that?
It's Fight Night, live boxing at Emerald Queen Casino Event Center. Saturday, October 19th. Make it a destination event. Tickets at emeraldqueen.com. At Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $50 on the MS250 gas-powered chainsaw. Real steel. Find yours.
Preseason hockey continues here on the Kraken Hockey Network. Jacob Melanson, great diligence out in front, picks up one of 2 Kraken goals in the period. Here he is with Piper Shaw.
Well, Jacob, Edmonton came out hot, but you were able to get that response goal pretty early there. What worked about how you guys worked together to crash the net and get that chance?
Yeah, no, we were all driving the net. We were all working down low as a unit. So, I mean, you go to the net, you get some bounces, and you get a goal. So that's how we need to keep playing this whole game.
You have some experience playing under Coach Bylsma, not only his messaging, but also his systems. How do you think that's benefited you through the camp so far?
Yeah, no, definitely. Coming to training camp, I just feel so comfortable. I know all the systems, so I just kind of go out there and play, and it shows tonight.
The Oilers are a team with some serious speed and skill. How would you describe the physicality and the battle level in this game so far?
Yeah, I know it's a preseason game. Everyone's trying to earn a roster spot, so I mean, every game's going to be physical and intense like this, but I feel like we're handing ourselves well and just need to keep going.
Thanks for the time. Good work.
Thank you.
A kid looks like a player, doesn't he? Good on him. Good on you, Jacob Melanson. Piper Shaw has more of our first intermission right after this.
Welcome back to Rogers Place, the home of the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers and the Kraken are tied at 2 after 20 minutes of preseason hockey. Hello, everyone. Welcome outside the Visit Locker Room. Piper Shaw here with you. Two of the most popular personalities on the Kraken's roster have got to lie within their goalie tandem of Joey Daccord and Philip Grubauer. But what could fans look for and expect from these two this season, and how much work each of them might carry? Ian Furness and Allison Lucan have all the answers and insight to your burning goalie questions.
In football, they say if you have two quarterbacks, you have none. That's an old Lavelle Edwards saying going back like 45, 50 years. In hockey, if you have two goalies, you're in pretty good shape, especially if you have two goalies, Allison, that can be number one. And that's probably the case here in Seattle with Joey Daccord and Philip Grubauer.
Absolutely. To your point, Ian, this is kind of a growing trend still in the NHL. You used to have one goaltender who used the bulk of the games and then was probably, honestly, pretty tired if that team got into the postseason. The Kraken are really lucky to have both Philip Grubauer, Joey Daccord. Joey last season showing in the wake of Grubauer's injury that he can step up and take on a starter's workload and perform brilliantly, and then has that puck-moving ability that also provides opponents kind of a who are we going to get, we have to prepare differently, that can disrupt their game planning a little bit. Philip Grubauer, so sound, a key in that playoff drive 2 seasons ago, came back strong last year as well. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see how the coaching staff can use both styles of strong goaltending to their benefit.
Well, when you mentioned, Allison, the days of Marty Brodeur playing 65, 70 games, those days seem to be gone. These athletes are so finely tuned, and you need to have some breaks. What we know about sports science now, all those things, especially at that position, you need two guys. If you can have two guys that can play 30 and 40, 50 games, what do you think the best split is? Is this a 1-1A, kind of like Boston had up until this year with Swayman and Ullmark?
Yes, I do think that it's going to be a really close split if both guys can stay healthy. You know, it's easy for us to talk about the physical demands of playing a lot of games, or the vast majority, but goaltending is such a mentally commanding position as well. And so to get those breaks and stay in the rhythm you need to be is a huge part of success when you get to game 83 after the regular season ends.
I like what you said about Daccord playing the puck and how a team has to prepare differently. I think that's an important aspect of any sport, is just pre-scouting. And if you don't know who's going to be in, and we'll see if Dan Bilesma lets us on, like hasn't been the case in the past at times, but I think knowing who's in there also, it changes things for the other team. Joey's ability to play the puck is elite. I mean, if we're talking about the best guys in the league playing the puck as a netminder, he has to be in the top 5, and that changes things. That also, I think, is going to be a little more wide open this year.
Absolutely. If you talk to the defenders on this Kraken squad, they'll call him an extra defender back there, which allows them to be more aggressive and provide a passing target to, again, move the puck that much more quickly.
And really no slide on Philip Grubauer, because this guy's steady as it comes. His experience, his veteran presence back there, and just a guy that, again, he's been there, done that, Stanley Cup, all those things, and you love a consistent player like Philip Grubauer.
Absolutely. And, you know, some of his teammates, even from his time in Washington, now on this squad as well, and I think that's crucial. He's built a relationship with his defense. He knows their patterns. He knows how to respond. He knows what kinds of chances are going to come his way. And this is another leader, not just in the room and on the ice, but in the community as well, and that's so important.
Well, they've got two. I've got number one right next to me. It's Allison. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Ian and Allison. Looking forward to hearing more from you later in the show. And great to see Edward Chalet get on the score sheet as well. When we come back, the Kraken will get to work on the power play. Second period action coming up on the Kraken Hockey Network.
One in 5 Americans deal with mental health conditions every year. No matter who you are, it's okay to ask for help. So don't wait. Primera Blue Cross, always in your corner.
Am I relaxing? In an airport. Okay, Alaska Airlines. This lounge is nice. Like handcrafted espresso bevies, hot food, free Wi-Fi nice. And these comfy chairs? This puts my condo to shame. It'd be crazy if I just missed my flight and broke my lease and made this my home forever. I wonder if anyone would notice.
Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a Bronco Sport Wild Edition for just $369 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Anyone need free checking? Yeah, I got a guy.
Checking doesn't have to hurt. Like free checking with WaFed Bank. Kraken debit card doesn't hurt either.
Now that's pain-free checking.
Yeah, like I love seeing kids nowadays loving their dad. Like, Dad, what's going on? Want to go play, Dad? Let's go ride bikes, Dad! And I was a kid, I was like, Dad, Mom, what did you see in that?
It's Fight Night, live boxing at Emerald Queen Casino Event Center. Saturday, October 19th. Make it a destination event. Tickets at emeraldqueen.com. At Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Do frozen screens make your heart melt? Do buffering wheels give you butterflies? Didn't think so. You should meet Ziply Fiber. It's faster, it's friendlier, it's fiber. Ziply is fiber optic internet. That means no lag and no buffering. Gotta love it. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans as low as $10 a month.
We go deeper into this Saturday night here on the Kraken Hockey Network. Tied at 2, the Oilers and the Kraken. Time now for the Emerald Queen Casino play-to-win moment, JT. The 2 goals.
Just a solid play here. You look at Myers able to disrupt the pass, have a little bit of patience, throw this backhand over to Borgen. Puck gets directed towards net. All 3 forwards crashing in, but it ends up being Jacob Melanson who's able to find the back of the net and get one past Pickard. And then on the power play, you get a strike. It's all going to be about the pass for me. Yes, Chalet ends up finding the back of the net, but Winterton gets the puck down low. Sauce up over the top of Ekholm. And Chalet is able to put that one past too. Right there even acknowledges what type of pass that was from Winterton.
We'll take a look at the numbers after period number 1. And the numbers for the 2 goal scorers. Chalet is 19. Melanson is 21. As you see the story in the first 20. So we will get to the second period of preseason game number 4. Your thoughts on Jacob Melanson?
Well, he plays the game hard. He plays the right way. Couple of physical battles he already had. Obviously, we just got to see the goal as well. He drew a penalty, which we're getting to see the last end of that as well. So for me, I like the way he moves. He's got speed, plays up and down the ice, but I like the physicality part of the game. I like he's not afraid to get a little bit dirty, go to the front of the net, so you can continue to see that for the rest of the game. Obviously, it'd be positive signs for him.
And for Melanson, there's a comfort zone with the coach.
Yeah, when you get to play under somebody and then now you're going to the National Hockey League, maybe those nerves are a little bit less because you already know the systems. You know what to expect and what the coach expects out of you as well. So you don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about the systems. You just go out there and play. And as a young guy getting this opportunity and you're standing across from a lot of players you either maybe play on the NHL video game or you idolize, you watch them. It can be a little bit nerve-wracking, but you have that little bit of comfortability and make it a little bit easier for you.
We saw Matthias Ekholm. He's in the box for interference. The Kraken on the power play as we kick off the second period of the long change. John Forsland, JT Brown, Piper Shaw with you. Riker Evans, a shot high over the top of Olivier Rodrigue, the goaltender that replaced the starter tonight, Cal Pickard, who was run into in a collision, left the game for precautionary reasons. Philip Grubauer will go the distance tonight. That's the schedule, as told by Dan Bilesma this morning to the media. Evans, Beniers with a shot, a good stick by Troy Stetcher. Kraken have 67 seconds left in this power play. Grubauer will put it on a tee for Riker Evans. We'll be with you from Calgary in the Saddle Dome Monday night, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Flames and Kraken here on the Kraken Hockey Network. Out of the corner, Brandon Byro, Cale Fleury, Chalet flubs a shot. Edward Chalet broken up. Noah Philp on the off wing, shorthanded, cuts across. He has a goal tonight. The pass broken up. Cale Fleury went down to do that with help from Brandon Byro. Fleury played one game as a Kraken last season. Spent the rest of the year in Coachella Valley. Mitchell Stevens, Fleury. Stevens one more time at his side. Byro is snapping around. Fleury wide. Is off Rodrigue off the boards. Now comes all the way back. Fleury negated, blocked at the defense by Gleason. Chalet gets it back. He'll take it in. First round pick in 23, and eludes Cale Fleury. Evens all the way back down. Ekholm's out of the box. Even terms on the ice. 2 minutes gone in the second period. Deadlocked at 2. Stretch pass. Brandon Tanev approaching Troy Stetcher. He'll cycle back with it. It's broken up. Laid along the boards and out by Zach Hyman. Hyman steams through center. Gains the zone on Borgen. Takes it deeper. It's a vacated point. You see it come all the way back. The Oilers were changing. Rodrigue will move it along. Out to center ice. Tanev now season control. Turbo will take it back. Will Borgen takes a peek up the ice. Will played all 82 a season ago. Icing is called here. Don't miss your chance to get this limited edition travel kit presented by Amazon when you come to the home opener on October 8th. Get your tickets at seattlekraken.com/tickets. Still have yours from last night?
Oh, I still have it.
Okay.
Always find a way to get things maybe a little early.
If you know somebody, let them know. I could use one of those. Now it goes out of play, just one. Although you guys had fun with that last night. I think I need multiple travel kits for my hairspray, which might be true. I mean, who knows? Good to see the Edmonton chapter of the Kraken Nation. Just 2 of those right there. There are many others in the house here tonight. Oilers will be in Seattle on Wednesday. They will close out their preseason on Friday. That one's tipped out of play. 17-13 left in the second period.
Oh, good block there by Will Borgen.
I like that Sonics cap.
That's not bad.
It's a nice look. No clash of colors there. A nice look. Grubauer. Otavainen. Big Billy moves it back. Mahura chipped in the zone by Jared McCann. Rodrigue out to get it. He'll move it. Perry on the wall. The veteran knocks it down, gets it out. It was a big plus coming over midway through the season last year from Chicago. Corey Perry on Colson through the middle of the ice. Sam O'Reilly. Silly putt Colson. Dermott's shot easily detected by Grubauer with a clean look.
Oh, it's a good job there. Mahura and Otavainen as well. They're able to give him a clear lane when you can see the puck. Especially a shot from that far out. Good box out. Right into the glove hand of Grubauer. I mean, that's all you can really ask for, right? If you're a goaltender, you just want to see the shot. See the opportunity, give yourself a real chance to make the save. Obviously, when there's screens, tips involved, it can make it a lot tougher on the goaltender.
Alish Stezka is the backup goaltender tonight for Seattle. He's played 2 periods of preseason hockey. There's the big guy. Off that face-off out of the corner. Yanni Gord moves it back. The defense pairing is Fleury and Gus Olofsson. Loose puck swept out by Gord by Troy Stetcher. It's a foot race. He's pursued by Ty Cartier, but icing is called here. One of our referees tonight, Carter Sandlack, hampered a bit. Ouch.
Well, backhand there. Obviously didn't see him. As Olsen threw that backhander up the boards. Looks like he'll be okay, though.
Carter's a former pro player. His dad played in the NHL. Jim Sandlack. They called him the House. 6'4", 220. Shot taken. It's saved by Grubauer on LeBlanc. Out of the corner, Ryan to the slot. Hoffman lurking. Connie Gord out to center for Seattle. They'll bump it off the boards. Winterton, a good look there on the forecheck. Gord out of the corner. Winterton in front, nobody home. Olofsson gets to it. Right through the goal crease and all the way back. KO Fleury. Connie Gord off the stick, he gets it back. A shot blocked. Now out of the corner, Stetcher. Olofsson. Will Borgen on a change. Through a bevy of humanity, it's knocked down. And the Oilers are out to center. LeBlanc pulls up. Fumbled by Grubauer. Regained by Ryan. Ryan checked by Mahura. Borgen protecting the puck well. Creates space. He'll break it out. Just about 5 minutes gone in the second period. Deadlocked at 2. A chip in charge by Ben Myers. Gleason reverses for the Oilers. Kemp. His partner Ben Gleason. Michigan native. They'll gain the zone, move it in. Philp. In back of the goal, they set it up. A steal by Jacob Melanson. Byro through the middle, good speed. It's Myers. Byro, a drop pass, ill-advised. Broken up by Lane Peterson. He'll wind it up. They'll sail it through center. Philp, who has scored tonight. Full flight. Peterson, a shot. Stopped. No rebound allowed by Grubauer. Some pushing and shoving in the corner. Right there, Lane Peterson and Riker Evans.
Well, an unfortunate spot, too, and looks like Carter Sandlack was able to got hit again off the deflection. So that's 2 times, same shift. Tell in a little bit of pain, but
he's had better days. You would hope.
A couple of deep breaths and obviously still going through. Let's hope we don't see a third one.
Well, you know, the game is so fast, and you played it, right? It's amazing how the quartet of officials, for the most part, always stay out of the way.
Yeah, they do a good job. They obviously can read the plays very well. They know where the puck's usually going to go, but a deflection like that, pretty tough to get out of the way.
Yeah. Bouchard, fans on it. Hayden, lead feed. Brandon Tanev. Here he comes. Throwing Snow out in front. Turned along. They score! John Hayden out in front. Good idea by Brandon Tanev. You throw it at the goal. You never know. Johnny Hayden gets the goal. The Kraken up by 1.
Well, what a play. Tanev uses his speed wide, pulls up, throws a backhand towards the front of the net. You got John Hayden crashing. Get a closer look as that goes through. It ends up, looks like might go off the tender stick into John Hayden, crashing the back post. That's a perfect view right there. Rodrigue off of his stick into John Hayden. Simple play, but if you don't attack, if you don't drive to the front of the net and stop, that opportunity doesn't happen, and John Hayden doesn't get the goal.
It's been an excellent training camp for John Hayden, who's been a tremendous leader for the Firebirds in Coachella Valley. And he gets the goal right now to break the tie in the early stages of the second period. Will Borgen out of the corner. Cut off by Ekholm. Borgen stays up on the play for the Kraken. A loose puck as we see. Borgen will come across and keep it right there. Good work by belligerent Bill. Now Nugent Hopkins will lay it back for Ekholm. Edmonton reestablishing their breakout. Nugent Hopkins with a goal tonight. Here comes Connor McDavid. He'll move wide. Pull it all the way back. Lay it off for Travis Dermott. Out in front, Hyman stopped and hung on to by Grubauer. Little gathering out in front, and a gathering at the other end. They surround John Hayden. 13:36 left to go in the second. The Kraken by 1. Let's have a look at tonight's Symetra teammates. And this guy's been a great teammate in camp. Ben Myers signed as a free agent. Has done an excellent job, but JT, he's not alone.
There's plenty of guys when you look up and down the roster that they're pushing for a spot, but they're also performing when it comes to the game. We look at what Winterton's been able to do. You look at Myers as well, whether it's in the face-off circle. You look at him throughout the defensive zone as well. Melanson's been playing well. Again, that's good things to have. That's good decisions for not only the coaching staff, but GM Ron Francis as well.
You want it to be tough on the management, right? We like those guys, but we also know that they want to make tough decisions. And this has been an excellent camp. And finally, in the fourth year, you get to that point where draft choices are maturing and you have organizational depth. You have an excellent minor league program. And you can see the benefits here.
Well, it also pushes the veterans too, right? To come into the camp, you understand that you have this young talent that's pushing. They're right on the doorstep, and that forces you as a veteran to continue to make sure you're pushing and you're having the best year you can possibly be. Because at the end of the day, there's no roster spots are just given. You have to earn them. And when you have that young talent, it forces that a little bit more, especially on the veterans. There's no easy way for it to just be, hey, this is my spot because I was here last year.
And Ron, as we have an icing situation here, Ron Francis has stressed from day one, drafting and developing, right? But it takes time. And we're getting to that point now. The Kraken are as an organization.
Well, you see it, especially when you see guys getting called up, having success, going back down to the American Hockey League, finding that success. And yes, it's preseason, and it's hard to judge exactly how everybody's doing, but when you see them, they come up and they look like they belong, that's obviously a good sign and that you're developing them the right way.
Billy Altovainen's one of those. He'll lay it across. Mahura chipped in the zone by Cartier. Camp on it for the Oilers. Just feather a pass, and he took a hit from Mitchell Stevens that comes out to center. Ben Gleason shifting in. Nice play by Altovainen. He'll lay it out to center ice. 12:20 left to go in the second period. John, JT, and Piper with you. Rogers Place, Edmonton, Alberta. Preseason game number 4 of 6. Through center, Chalet drops it off for Mahura. His shot choked off by Matthias Ekholm. John Hayden, who has just scored to give the Kraken a 3-2 lead. Derek Ryan now sends it back. With forechecking pressure by Seattle. Melanson walks in with it. Out in front. Rodrigue shuts the door. Ben Myers jamming out in front. Another good scoring chance.
Well, good read here. Melanson's able to stop, pulls it to the backhand, knows he has Myers going right to the front of the net. Gets a backhand tip, just not able to elevate that puck high enough in that situation. A little bit too in tight. Good save by Rodrigue, but I like the way these two have been playing together. They have a good little bit of chemistry so far in this game.
This line is Myers, Melanson, and Byro. And you're right, JT. They've been excellent. Oregon shot swallowed up by Rodriguez. He'll hang on. 11:45 left to go in the second period.
Well, you know you're going to find all three right around the top of the crease. A good face-off win here. You set up a one-timer. Melanson right on top. Trying to hope for another rebound to be dropping right out there. But when you have three players that have kind of similar styles, they understand where they want to go. It makes it a little bit easier, especially when you're going through it in a preseason situation.
Philp wins that draw. And the Oilers just want to dump it out to center, which they do. Ekholm, Myers dogging him. It comes out through center. Riker Evans will draw it back with Will Borgen. They go D to D, work it up the ice quickly. Evans through center, navigates ahead for Myers. He'll swoop in. In the skates of Byro, he gets it back. Borgen swings it. Evans gets it. A wrister looking for a tip. Lane Peterson in control. Move it across for Evan Bouchard. Choked off a bit by Byro. Noah Philp going down. It's offside. We get a stoppage. The Kraken are encouraging everyone to play hockey. Don't miss our home opener on October 8th. And not only play hockey, but play hooky for hockey on October 8th at 1:30 p.m. Tuesday afternoon start, opening day. Get your tickets now at seattlekraken.com/tickets. I'm just not comfortable with telling people to play hooky. We got it out somehow.
I never have, so.
I didn't like it last night. I don't like it tonight. Now, played along the boards. It'll be a great crowd, no question. And everything will be above board. That's it. A holding call up top. 10:46 left to go in the second period. And it will be Gustav Olofsson.
Number 23 has a minor penalty for holding.
Plays going through here. You see the. Looks like he might have tried to wrap around, but not a whole lot there for the holding call. Ends up going down pretty easily on that play, but you see where the arm starts to wrap around, but it doesn't quite actually make a lot of contact there, any pull gesture. So visually it looked that way. The referee made the call from the far blue line as well, so maybe he didn't have the best sight. You just see him go down like that, so something to work on, but you have the penalty kill no matter what here.
Well, the coach didn't like it. Saw Dan Bylsma. Oilers to the power play. Grubauer leaves it in back of the goal. Tanev stolen by Nugent Hopkins. Here's Bouchard curling out Nugent Hopkins. McDavid out in front. Good sticks. Nugent Hopkins far side. It goes astray. Great opportunity that time on the setup. That was Mike Hoffman. Bouchard holding onto it. It eludes Nugent Hopkins. McDavid. Good hand-eye by Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Walk in on Mitchell Stevens with patience to the corner. Mike Hoffman. Bouchard with a bomb. Kicked out by Grubauer. Now McDavid will get to it. Bouchard up top. Connor McDavid. Good stick by Seattle Stevens. Tanev, good hustle. Morgan gets a clear. $1:12 left on the Oilers power play. Evan Bouchard coming back to it. 9:50 left in the second period. 3-2 Seattle. McDavid broke it up, and it goes out of play.
Great step there by McCann, forcing McDavid to cut inside, and here's the face-off. We're looking at McDavid on top. Stevens just holding him up, doing a good job, but watch Tanev here, shot going through, laying down, taking that one-timer from Hoffman, but a cheeky little play there from McDavid. Might get called. When you look at the regular season, obviously did a good job there, making it look like you're tied up and taking one of the Kraken penalty killers out of the play.
Ekholm moves it this way and again fires it across. Oilers get their second unit on the ice. Ekholm at his side is Lavoie. To the circle now, reset to the goal line. Podkolzin grazes the crossbar and it goes out of play.
Well, quick low play. Had a little bit of room there. Tries to elevate this puck. going down. You see how Mahura's stick is to the middle, taking away the shot pass. Podkolzin shows a little bit of those hands. Grubauer holding tight, up and over that shoulder.
38 seconds left on this manpower advantage. That's Savoy to the corner, broken up. Gord eludes Lavoie. Here's McCann shorthanded. Jared McCann hits the line smartly. He'll bring it all the way back and rag some time. 20 seconds left on the Kraken kill. It's knocked down by Vasily Podkolzin, the former Vancouver Canuck. Raphael Lavoie. McCann went down, as we see, in back of the goal. Savoy. Ben Gleason. Ekholm's calling for it. Olofsson's up and ready. Lavoie shot kicked out with a purpose by Grubauer. Olofsson's out of the box. Here comes Ekholm. In on Gord. He'll go to the corner. Gord will bump him. They jam for it. Olofsson pries it out. Takes a hit from Lavoie. Puck is free. Gleason. Ekholm. Across. A shot blocked by Olofsson. Good bid by Podkolzin. The Kraken survive all of that. Even turns on the ice, where it counts Seattle by 1. Lane Peterson pickpocketed by Matty Beniers. He's got it. They'll drop it off for Ty Cartier. They'll spin it back for Matty Beniers to the corner. Wrapped up by Travis Dermott. Winterton impeded by Gleason. So the Kraken will get another power play. Ben Gleason is the guilty party. 7:55 left to go in the second period. Here in Edmonton, the Kraken have a 1-goal lead.
Big hit by the Big Red, Jamie Alexei.
Anyone need free checking? Yeah, I got a guy.
Checking doesn't have to hurt. Like free checking with WaFd Bank. Kraken debit card doesn't hurt either.
Now that's pain-free checking.
It's Blackberry Smoke at Emerald Queen Casino Event Center, Thursday, October 24th. Tickets at emeraldqueen.com. Blackberry Smoke, a live performance that'll rattle your core. Coming to the Emerald Queen Casino Event Center, Thursday, November 14th. It's War. The World is a Ghetto 50th Anniversary Tour. Tickets at emeraldqueen.com. Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor and the potential to take you anywhere.
Well-qualified Northwest buyers get 0% financing plus no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance with GM Financial.
See your Northwest Chevy dealer.
So Ben Gleason in the box for hooking, and the Kraken will get their 4th power play tonight. It will be a Muckleshoot Casino Resort power play. And a kill, an attempt at it for Chris Knobloch and the Edmonton Oilers. Chris had 7 seasons in the American Hockey League. Most recently with the Hartford Wolfpack when he was summoned out of the New York Rangers system to take over this team from Jay Woodcroft in the early stages of November. So the Kraken now on the power play. Edward Chalet has a power play goal tonight for Seattle. One of the 3 goals scored tonight. That play is offside as the Kraken cross the line. 7:33 left to go here in the second period.
And when a defensive team on the penalty kill steps up at the blue line, it makes it hard. That play right there, just a good stick by Ekholm, denying the entry through. Cartier does the right idea, just trying to chip it past so Yanni Gord can play through and pick up the puck. But again, that's what makes it so challenging. That's why I always talk about the defensive team wanting to stand up, stay at the blue line, and not sag back and get those easy entries.
Riker Evans. Cartier along the boards. Gord has some space. Yanni mishit a pass. Picked off by Lane Peterson. He'll wind it all the way down. 1:15 left in the Kraken power play. Good look at Riker Evans as he quarterbacks his way out along with Matty Beniers. The first two players ever drafted by the Kraken in 2021. Beniers second overall and Riker Evans 35th overall. Now Cale Fleury. Byro getting it back from Stevens. Mitchell Stevens right through the goal crease. Out of the reach of Chalet. Edward will keep it there. Winterton, Mitchell Stevens. Stolen by Philip Kemp. And he'll move it all the way back down. Late stages of the power play. You see the time left in it. Ryan Winterton. Broken up. Now Fleury. Defeated by the guy who broke the play up at first, Sam O'Reilly. Troy Stetcher out to center. 18 seconds left in this power play. Skate to stick for Byro. Out of Penn State. Played last year with Rochester in the American Hockey League. In the Buffalo organization. 5 seconds left on this power play. Out to center. A chip in the zone by Ben Myers, who has looked good again. Fumbled by Evan Bouchard. Melanson in front off Rodrigue, the goaltender, and Bouchard will get to it. Move it out. Even terms on the ice. McDavid gets after it. Oregon to the center ice zone. Nugent Hopkins steps in. Quick shot. Grubauer says no. Good opportunity that time on the flank for Matt Savoy. Late stages of the second period. Jared McCann, Matty Beniers, and the Kraken with a 1-goal lead.
Hold on. This trip got me Alaska Gold 75K status? Looks like I leveled up somewhere between Seattle and New York. I knew you earned miles faster than other airlines, but like, okay, this is next level. I wonder if they'll take my photo and put it in every seat back on every airplane. I really hope fame doesn't change me.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans as low as $10 a month.
Life is wild. There's work to be done, adventure around every corner, and a truck that handles it all. The new 2024 Ford F-150 Wild Edition. It's rugged, loaded with tech, and built to go wild. Get a wild deal on an F-150 today. Lease a 2024 F-150 STX 4x4 for just $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Welcome back to the Kraken Hockey Network. Josh Mara might be new to Kraken fans, but he's got some familiarity with a few of his fellow defensemen. He played junior hockey alongside Cale Fleury with the Regina Pats, and for about 3 or 4 weeks, he shared a billet family with a very young Riker Evans when he was about 14 or 15. He's also, of course, great buds with Brandon Montour. And not only did Josh move to Seattle and get his name on the Stanley Cup over the summer, but he also got engaged. So congratulations to him and his fiancée as well.
All right, good stuff. It helps when you know a few people. You come to a new organization, you can speak to that.
Well, it makes the transition just that much easier. You have familiar faces, whether it's in the locker room, places to go to eat. You know kind of the scenario that basically you get to go to the scene a little bit quicker than you do it on your own because you know people have already been through it. And also it helps when they tell you the good things about it and why they want you to come here.
And they give you, JT, the inside information, right?
You always have the inside information.
You need an insider. A chance inside for McCann doesn't work, and now Morgan tries to move it by Ekholm. McDavid will fish it out. Connor out to center. Supported by Savoy. Now Olofsson in control. He'll wind it out. To the center ice zone. Beniers camped out there. Edmonton will jump on it. 4:37 left to go in the second period. 3-2 Kraken. We'll stay on the road. Practice in Calgary tomorrow, just south of here. Take on the Flames Monday night here on the Kraken Hockey Network. New center ice. We'll be in the Saddle Dome, but not for long. They're finally going to get a new building. That puck was batted down with a high stick. That'll stop play. That was announced a couple of weeks ago. We like the Saddle Dome. It's a nice view for us, but it has seen its day. Like me.
You got plenty of good days left, John.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
No, I mean, I like Calgary's building. It obviously has a little bit of character. Although walking across the catwalk can be a little scary at times, looking down.
Our producer, Ryan Shaber, flew in this morning, but he had so much time that he tells us the shovels are in the ground in Calgary. So he went down to Calgary this morning, saw that, gave us that report, and got back here because our director, Pat Brown, did a great job getting everything ready, and Ryan could just cruise on in and sit in his chair and tell us what to do. Now, Otavainen will drop it off for Yanni Gourde. Leeson will break it up in the center ice zone for Edmonton. 3:47 left in the second period. Yanni Gourde now will move it by Ben Gleason. Cartier throws on the brakes. Run into by Philip Kemp. Otavainen from the point, a shot seen beautifully by Rodrigo. Hang on. He was fighting off traffic, and that'll stop play.
It was Gleason and Yanni Gourde in a quick little battle here after the shot. Fighting through a little bit of contact. Head up, gets that shot through. Yanni Gourde right at the front of the net trying to get that rebound. Although I think with that contact, have that puck gone through, maybe be looking at a situation where maybe they'd call that one back. But you like the idea of getting to the net front?
Yeah. It's critical, right? And it has to be a habit. And, you know, Dan's been talking about that. The compete level of his team, the hard areas of the ice. These are cliches you go to all the time. But that's how you win games at this level.
They work.
It's not easy to score. Fleury out of the corner. Now they jam for it. 3:04 left to go in the second period. It's a 5-man scrum. That becomes a 3-man situation. Back to 5. I love describing these things. Now Fleury takes it back. Olofsson in back of the goal.
You do a good job describing.
Great moments there along the boards. Now Fleury. He'll carry along. He's guarded and shadowed by Zach Hyman. What a season he had last year. Nugent Hopkins, tremendous playoff for Zach Hyman. Melanson wins the battle, gets it out. McDavid with that beautiful skating stride. Here he comes. McDavid lays it back. Encumbered was Nugent Hopkins. Melanson wins the race. Great pass. Here they come. Ben Myers with Byro. 2-on-1. Myers scores! That's hockey, baby! Ben Myers continues to write his story. Beautiful goal. Great play by Melanson to spring it, and the Kraken have a 2-goal lead.
Play starts all the way in the defensive zone. Good play along the wall. Good support through the middle. 2-on-1 with a backtracker. And as soon as Bouchard starts to go down, Myers head up, knowing the pass is not there. Able to twist the shot right up out the crossbar, puts it in. But again, that's not forcing a play. If it's there, you look to make the play. As soon as the defenseman starts to lean to go down, trying to cut off that pass, the shot doesn't take any time. He's able to beat Rodrigo.
That line has been great tonight, centered by Ben Myers. Beniers hits a seam. Here comes Matty. Beniers right in. Good stick by Bouchard to prevent the backhander. Mike Hoffman out to center. Derek Ryan, cross ice. Ekholm scores! Matthias Ekholm with a bullet. He goes top shelf. And he closes the gap to 1.
Well, great activation by Ekholm. just finds the right wave here. You have a rush coming through. Perfect pass up on and off the stick over that blocker side. Look at Ryan head up the whole way. Pass goes right past the stick of Tanev, and you can see that shot perfectly placed. High blocker side. Like how Grubauer did come out to challenge that, just not able to get that arm up quick enough to stop that puck.
It's an answer goal less than a minute after Ben Myers scores for Seattle. It's a 4-3 story now, led by the Kraken here in Edmonton. Morgan shoved off it by Kemp. Cartier, high slot, Tanev. He'll take it to the outside. Brandon Tanev will self-pass. He'll go to the corner. Low to high, Evans. His shot blocked in front. Off the posterior side of Ben Gleason. Now the Oilers can't get it out. Otavainen knocks it down. Connie Gord. The pass. Cartier shielded by Rodrigue. Now Tanev will stretch it out again for the Kraken. No backhand deferral. Evans choked off by Puck Olsen. Corey Perry lifts it through center. 50 seconds left in the second period. Billy Otavainen for Brandon Tanev. He'll take it back. 22 shots for Edmonton. 18 taken by Seattle. Ekholm to open ice. Hyman now. Downstairs for McDavid. Good play by Tanev, but a steal by McDavid. Nugent Hopkins to the point. Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins. Downhill with it. Backhander caught by Grubauer.
Seattle takes a little break there. They got lucky there. A nice, easy backhand shot by Nugent Hopkins. Kind of had some tired players out there. 21 seconds left on the ropes. And if you're Nugent Hopkins, you probably want to keep that one a little bit lower. Try to throw one off the pads if you're just trying to get it towards the net. Obviously for the Kraken, that's a good break.
Yeah.
Right into the glove hand, whistle it down, and now you get to send out Matty Beniers' line.
The Kraken want to get out of dodge here. 20 seconds left in the period. McCann will sweep it ahead for Winterton. Out in front just by Beniers. McCann all the way around here. Nugent Hopkins. 7 seconds left. McDavid. Hyman's in front. There he is. It doesn't go. Grubauer down and out. And that'll do it here in the second period.
On a little collision there as well with Grubauer and Olofsson. Take a look at this play here. McDavid 2-on-1 trying to go through, slides that over to Hyman. A little bit on edge. Does end up getting the stick of Hyman, but it just goes right up and over.
There's our guest. We'll kick off the second intermission. Piper with John Hayden, who has scored here tonight. Outstanding game for preseason, no doubt about it. The Kraken bringing a ton of energy here tonight. And after 40 minutes of play here on the Kraken Hockey Network in Edmonton, Alberta, it's Seattle 4 and the Oilers 3.
Create a backyard that's out of this world.
Right now, get a free battery when you buy an MSA 220CB battery chainsaw set, a $300 value.
Real STIHL. Find yours.
Hey there, it's Mark the Ballot. I'm getting ready for my big trip. Thanks to regular voter roll updates, ballots like me visit only eligible voters. Election officials know when voters have moved, changed names, or become otherwise ineligible. Check your voter information anytime at votewa.gov. I'll see you soon in your mailbox.
Am I relaxing? In an airport. Okay, Alaska Airlines. This lounge is nice. Like handcrafted espresso bevies, hot food free, Wi-Fi nice. And these comfy chairs? This puts my condo to shame. It'd be crazy if I just missed my flight and broke my lease and made this my home forever. I wonder if anyone would notice.
NHLShop.com, the official online store of the National Hockey League, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear. with unique one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics and all the latest styles for every NHL team. Don't miss out. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com, a Fanatics experience.
Let's do this.
Introducing Chevy's best lineup of SUVs ever. The rugged, always-ready Trailblazer, the first-ever Traverse Z71, and the Chevy Trax, starting at $21,495. When it's your time to shine, Chevy's got you.
The easy-to-own, easy-to-love Chevy Blazer EV. Qualified Northwest lessees can get this all-wheel drive Blazer EV LT for around $399 a month. Plus, current qualified competitive Northwest lessees get a $1,500 cash allowance. See your Northwest Chevy dealer.
Teammates are like oxygen.
Beautiful.
They can pump you up or calm you down. Teammates stand proud with you so you can finally exhale. And the best teammates never let you forget to breathe.
For more than 60 years, Symetra Life Insurance Company has helped people breathe a little easier. With retirement, benefits, and life insurance products, Symetra is your teammate for whatever lies ahead.
Create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $50 on the MS250 gas-powered chainsaw. Real steel. Find yours.
We kick off the second intermission here in Edmonton on the Kraken Hockey Network. How about this pass from Brandon Tanev, and John Hayden continues to have a wonderful training camp. Here he is with Piper Shaw.
Well, John, a beauty of a finish on your goal there, but they don't call Tanev Turbo for nothing. What was your perspective of how that play developed?
I know with him, anytime in the neutral zone, he's probably going to be flying, trying to beat the D wide. So just get it to him and go to the net is really the mentality.
You've played with a lot of these younger guys, some of the prospects down in Coachella Valley as well. We saw you stand up for Logan Morrison in that game against Vancouver as well with a little bite. How much pride do you take in being a leader and kind of a role model for some of those guys?
Yeah, we've had a really good combination of leadership and rookies the last couple of years. So it's been fun helping those guys along, and they all bring a pretty unique skill set. So it's cool to see them all have success here in the preseason.
That being said, the line that you're on tonight are some guys that you don't have a ton of experience and a ton of time to kind of build some chemistry playing with. Where does the focus have to be effective as a unit when you haven't had that time together?
Just try and compete, really. Good things happen after that. So we get to know each other a little bit better every shift. But yeah, it starts with competing.
John, thanks for the time. Good luck in third.
Thanks.
Join us in the deep for the Kraken home opener, plus lock in 5 other legendary games when you get the Kraken home opener pack. Go to seattlekraken.com/ticket packs for more information. Piper Shaw has much more of our second intermission after this. After 2 periods of play here in Edmonton, the Kraken 4 and the Oilers 3.
Welcome back to the Kraken Hockey Network. It is 4-3 Seattle here in Edmonton. Well, if you missed last night's game, then you missed seeing Chandler Stevenson in a Kraken sweater for the very first time. He was dominant in the face-off circle and so smooth on his skates. The two-time Stanley Cup champion brings a decade of experience to this team. And for more on what you can expect from the man who prefers to go by Stevie, here's Allison Lucan and Ian Furness at the Kraken Community Iceplex.
Well, there have been a lot of big-time commitments by Ron Francis and the Kraken in the offseason, and one of those is another Stanley Cup champion. Chandler Stevenson comes here from the Vegas Golden Knights. What does he bring to this team?
Well, this is a really exciting addition, in my opinion. Again, we always talk about points, but what's exciting about Chandler Stevenson is what he does behind those numbers. This is a player who's been a finalist for the Selke Trophy, the best two-way player in the game. This is someone who is going to be on the plus side in terms of drawing penalties versus taking penalties. He's on the positive side of taking the puck away from opponents versus giving it away to them. He has tremendous skating ability, and he has tremendous passing ability, which, again, we saw the Kraken struggle a little bit towards the end of last season in terms of getting into the offensive zone and getting that attack going. So getting the puck there on those entries and then moving the puck to scoring opportunities, along with the power play, is going to be something I think Chandler Stevenson is a big part of.
You know, Matty Beniers is going to benefit from Chandler Stevenson as well. The first thing I thought of when you said takeaways, it's something that they were so good at a couple of years ago. And then last year, you look at those numbers, we're looking at those stat sheets, and like where the takeaways go, a lot of times that takes place with the center iceman, getting things going. And Matty Beniers was really good at it again 2 years ago, maybe took a step back. What can Stevenson do to help him overall?
You know, when we talk about the team 2 years ago that made the playoffs, one of their calling cards was depth. They had lines that could play all across other teams' competition. And as injuries hit last year, in my opinion, that was where those lines couldn't be as fluid. And Matty Beniers was maybe put in situations that weren't as advantageous to what he can do at this point in his career. Having a player like Chandler Stevenson gives basically another top line that can go up against other teams' competition and create offensively.
Well, and there's depth down the middle. There isn't a team in the National Hockey League that doesn't start with a couple things. One, we got to find depth on the blue line, especially a right shot. The Kraken have three of those guys already, but then depth down the middle at center. It's so hard to find quality center icemen in the National Hockey League. Boy, I think they have almost too many. That's not really the case, but it feels that way 1 through 4 when you go with Matty Beniers, Chandler Stevenson, Yanni Gourde, and the young guy in Shane Wright.
Absolutely. And, you know, there's a saying in hockey, and I know you know well, you can never have too many centers. Yep. And the Kraken are getting to that point to have those players down the middle, because that is the role where you're asked to contribute in all three zones as a forward. So much responsibility, so much skating. And so to have that depth, we talked about how it aids Matty Beniers. It's going to aid this team and bring back, in my opinion, hopefully recollections of that team 2 years ago that can really confound opponents, because they can play any line against any team's other line.
Well, and a 4-line depth team that they had when they made the playoffs was key, but to do that, you have to have quality guys in the middle. Also, the versatility, and injuries are going to happen. That's going to be part of hockey. It happens every year. You're going to see guys get banged up, but now with these 4 guys, it feels like, again, some mixing and matching. Dan Bylsma, if nothing else, Allison, he has options.
Absolutely. And, you know, if called upon, there are some wingers who've come and slotted into the center position. So we hope that that isn't going to be a necessity long term, but it is something that, again, with the depth, the Kraken can bring to.
Well, Jared McCann's one of those guys, but I think we like seeing him on the wing a little bit more, and all of a sudden he doesn't have that pressure. You just talked about taking pressure off Matty Beniers, taking pressure off Jared McCann, and putting pressure, help me here, the opposition, right? For the first time in a couple of years, it feels like that's going to happen. We'll send it back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Ian and Allison. And hey, speaking of depth at center and somebody who is making a statement, Ben Myers puts away another one. What a training camp he is having. Third period action is coming up right away here on the Kraken Hockey Network.
It's been said you shouldn't mess with a good thing. But when you get behind the wheel of the 2024 Toyota Tacoma, you'll know why we did. We took the best-selling truck in its class the past 19 years and made it better with trail-dominating power, legendary capability, and high-end performance. This Tacoma is built for fun, inside and out. Now it's your turn. Get 5.99 APR financing on a new 24 Tacoma, or lease one now for $349 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Teammates are like oxygen.
Beautiful.
They can pump you up or calm you down. Teammates stand proud with you, so you can finally exhale. And the best teammates never let you forget to breathe.
For more than 60 years, Symetra Life Insurance Company has helped people breathe a little easier. With retirement, benefits, and life insurance products, Symetra is your teammate for whatever lies ahead.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Do frozen screens make your heart melt? Do buffering wheels give you butterflies? Didn't think so. You should meet Ziply Fiber. It's faster, it's friendlier, it's fiber. Ziply is fiber optic internet. That means no lag and no buffering. Gotta love it. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans as low as $10 a month.
Hold on. This trip got me Alaska Gold 75K status? Looks like I leveled up somewhere between Seattle and New York. I knew you earned miles faster than other airlines, but okay, this is next level. I wonder if they'll take my photo and put it in every seat back on every airplane. I really hope fame doesn't change me.
Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a Bronco Sport Wild Edition for just $369 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Hey there, it's Mark the Ballot. I'm getting ready for my big trip. Thanks to regular voter roll updates, ballots like me visit only eligible voters. Election officials know when voters have moved, changed names, or become otherwise ineligible. Check your voter information anytime at votewa.gov. I'll see you soon in your mailbox.
Going to hoist those colors even on the road. Ben Myers spectacular tonight. The Kraken by 1. We get set for period number 3. Time now for the Emerald Queen Casino play to win moment. JT, it's all about this third line.
And for me, John, this has been the best line for the Kraken. They've had the most consistency when it comes to the offensive chances, and they're just playing simple, doing the right things, going to the front of the net. All three get an opportunity for this one that Melanson ends up putting into the back of the net, but it's the consistency of how they're playing, going to the hard areas. Good play right there along the wall, gets the 2-on-1. Ben Myers takes the shot right up over that glove side. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to find the score sheet again here in the third period. Maybe it'll be Brandon Byro, so all of their line can have a goal so far this game.
See the numbers after 40 as we get set for the third period of what has been a very good game, albeit preseason. Mixed lineups on both sides. The goaltenders have had good moments here tonight, and now we see. And we hope to see you Monday night. We'll be in Calgary. Game number 5 of 6 in the preseason. We'll hit the air at 6 o'clock here on the Kraken Hockey Network. Kraken and Flames go at it for the second time in exhibition play. Connor McDavid, Matty Beniers. Great look at them on the draw. Here we go. John Forslund, JT Brown, Piper Shaw, supported by a great crew here in Edmonton. Out of the corner, McDavid, Nugent Hopkins. Great stop by Grubauer. Right off the hop. McDavid out of the corner, Hyman in tight. Shoved by Evans. Hyman turns, stopped again by Grubauer. Ekholm with a pinch. Bottled up, a penalty upcoming against Seattle. McDavid, delayed whistle. Brings it in. Grubauer gets a piece of it. Edmonton in possession. Ekholm to the outside. Grubauer shields it. Corey Perry had the opportunity. And with 38 seconds gone here in the third period, Ryan Winterton gets the gate.
Well, a couple good saves for Grubauer in that sequence. Take a look at the penalty here. As Ekholm's going for the puck, the slash right on the hands. Here's the first save from Grubauer on Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Gets that blocker there. A nice little play from McDavid to send that puck to the middle of the ice.
Power play ensues. You're looking at Bouchard, Nugent-Hopkins, McDavid, Nugent-Hopkins. McDavid centering pass off the backside of Grubauer. And the Kraken wipe it out. Close call there. $1:45 left. Great look at Evan Bouchard. 82 points, 81 games a season ago, and a brilliant playoff. Hoffman over the line, broken up as the Kraken stack the defensive blue line. Changes for Dan Bilesman, his team shorthanded. McDavid over the line, off a stick off Yanni Gourde. Morgan out of the corner, muscled a bit by McDavid. Will tries to trap it up against the corner wall and leave it there. It's dug out. Nugent-Hopkins, good work. He wins the battle. Bouchard carries along. Shoots it, swallowed up by Philip Grubauer.
Well, good save there with no rebound. Bouchard definitely can bring the heat when he gets an opportunity like that. Able to see it, but a good job there also from Will Borgen, not overcommitting. Yanni Gourde was playing up top. The puck ends up going past him. He doesn't rush out. He delays, waits for a little bit more time, and obviously allowing Grubauer to see that shot.
1:05 left on the Kraken kill. Yanni Gourde facing off here. Face off win, Podkolzin. Ekholm, pepper pot, Gourde all over him. Lavoie, 62 in the blue sweater, has it for Edmonton. He'll sling it off a body. Mahura slams it and kills time. Mattias Ekholm, who scored Edmonton's third goal tonight. It came 27 seconds after Ben Myers gave the Kraken a 2-goal cushion. Gleason takes it back. 33 seconds left on this power play. That's Silly Podkolzin. And the self pass. They drop it back for Ekholm. Podkolzin. Pounded, shoved down by Josh Mahura. Gleason brings it in. Ben Gleason. Centers one. No! Off the bar. It stays out. Cale Fleury now. Beniers short-handed. Partial 2-on-1 with McCann. The pass. Knocked down by McCann out of midair. And it goes astray now. Otavainen for Beniers in tight. Penalty has concluded. The pass, you see it come all the way back in the Kraken zone, and Jacob Melanson is fresh on a change. Through center, Beniers. Moved along. Melanson low to high. Olofsson. Otavainen off the stick of Corey Perry. It ricochets around and free in the center zone. Olofsson net there by Lane Peterson. And the Kraken touch up offside.
Take a look at this opportunity here. The puck goes right off the crossbar, sitting right out in front. Fleury does a great job getting this puck out of harm's way after the post, and another save by Grubauer. Nice little kick there you saw from Fleury.
Willie Otavainen all the way around. Centering pass, broken up. Now it's laid along by Stetcher for Perry. Good play by Olofsson at the line. Perry, broken up by Melanson. O'Reilly, Corey Perry, the veteran. The rookie O'Reilly out in front. Myers checked by Lane Peterson. Olofsson spots Melanson. Heavy hit, gapping up Stetcher, but Stetcher's the one that paid the price. Melanson is rock solid.
Yeah, that'll happen too, and it's a great play from Stetcher. Not giving Melanson the time, but you can see how sturdy Melanson is. He likes that game. He'll initiate that contact and is able to send that right back at Stetcher.
Stevens for Hayden out in front. It bounces off of Chalet. Now to the outside. Edouard Chalet has a goal tonight on the power play. Riker Evans. Mitchell Stevens through the slot. Chalet in front. Fanned on by Hayden. Almost a beautiful scoring play. Out to center ice. Stevens, Chalet, onside. He's in. Stopped by Rodrigue. Loose out in front. Riker Evans at the point. Moves the puck. Broken up by Mike Hoffman back out. As we approach the 5-minute mark in period 3. Chalet at the line. Cuts across again. Good pass for Evans. His shot stopped by Rodrigue. And now Connor McDavid to the outside. On a change, Tanev. Reset Gord. This way for Riker Evans. Evans downstairs for Gord. He moves it. Tanev out of the corner. He'll look around. He'll zing a pass off a body. Off McDavid. Pressing Cale Fleury, who does an excellent job on him. Nugent Hopkins. Broken up. Yanni Gord has an opening. He's impeded. A penalty upcoming. Gord broken up by Ekholm. And the Kraken will go to the power play. Yanni Gord was off to the races. And then he was hooked on the play by Ryan Nugent Hopkins.
Now there's a lot of boos in the building, but you can see right there, gets the stick in on the hands. Yanni has to readjust, and prior to that play, great defense here by Fleury on McDavid. Ends up just using his strength, ends up getting that puck, pulling it all the way back. Not the guy you always want to be in a foot race with. Probably the last player in the National Hockey League you want to be in a foot race with is Connor McDavid, but Fleury did a great job on that opportunity. Clears the puck out.
Muckleshoot Casino Resort power play once again. Foot race. Buck Colson, Grubauer, German gentleman out to play it. Now the Kraken will set up this power play. Riker Evans will quarterback it. Beniers steams through center. Here's McCann. Jared McCann goes wide all the way around for Yanni Gord. Kai Cartier draws 2 defenders. Ekholm 1, Ryan the other. Ryan has the puck. Shorthanded. He'll cut across. In front. They score! Vasily Podkolzin. Set up beautifully by Derek Ryan. Shorthanded goal. We're tied.
Edmonton had great pressure here. Ekholm's able to send this puck up. It ends up being a 2-on-2 rush. Podkolzin takes the stick of Evans, goes right to the front of the net. A little bit of confusion. Both players are looking at Ryan. They don't end up getting the puck off his stick. Podkolzin just has to turn around, get his stick down on the ice, and is able to put that one past Grubauer. Not a whole lot you can do there. I mean, you could just hope that Grubauer maybe poke check that puck, but outside of that, you have a player on the back post all alone, able to just send that puck in, and it's an easy tap in.
Spokane native, they call him the Doc. Derek Ryan, KG veteran, what a pass. So now a new story, tied at 4. Kraken stay put on the power play. Nice job here by Byro. He'll bring it in. Ryan Winterton. Brandon Byro to the point man Fleury. No shooting lane. Byro. Great pass. Fanned on by Chalet. He'll get it back. Escape the stick. Cale Fleury. Brandon Byro takes it in. In front Winterton. Good stick by the goaltender Rodrigue. Winterton sealed off by Travis Dermott. They jam along the boards. 43 seconds left on the Kraken power play. Fleury sauces a pass. Byro. Chalet. Shot down by Rodrigue. Chalet out of the corner. The Oilers move it out. 30 seconds left on the power play.
Well, great vision there by Byro to find Chalet on the far side. Gets the pass through the box. Just didn't get enough on that one-timer opportunity. Kept it along the ice, and Rodrigue was able to get across and make that save.
Riker Evans. Nice clean entry by the Kraken. Beniers stops on a dime, takes it in, lays it back for Borgen. Andy Beniers turning. Evans. Riker Evans side of the goal. In tight. Shoved down on the play. Melanson. It goes off bodies out in front. McCann taken down, and a penalty is called. Jared McCann was clipped out in front. Melanson comes in on Ekholm. That's good to see. So, the temperatures are rising here in Edmonton. There's the play on McCann out in front. The Kraken back to the power play when we come back.
Take a look at Mattias Ekholm in the box. 2 minutes, high stick. Watch right out in front. 14 in the blue sweater. He's going through, ends up clipping McCann as they go through, so pretty easy call. He ends up trying to argue. No case here, though. Like that Melanson gets in there. Obviously, don't like McCann taking a stick up high. Good on him not taking a penalty. It was obvious already. The hand had been up. You knew that the Kraken were going to the power play, so Melanson, good job stepping in, but not going over the line and taking a penalty in that situation.
Power play number 5 for the Kraken. Muckleshoot Casino Resort power play once again. Corner scrum won by Beniers, rimmed all the way back for Yanni Gourde. He'll take it in on Nugent Hopkins. Beniers skate the stick beautifully. Around the clock, here's McCann. A shot swallowed up by Rodrigue. He'll hang on to it.
Well, good shot there from McCann. Just didn't get it where he wanted. Was able to use the defenseman as a screen very nicely there. Nice toe drag in, shoot through the legs. Trying to create a little bit more of a confusion screen, not allowing Rodrigue to know exactly where that puck was coming from.
Beniers loses that face-off to Noah Philp. It's bounced all the way down to Grubauer. Gourde in the center zone, lays it back for a restart. And with a head of steam, here comes Riker Evans. He'll move it around, sealing the wall. Jared McCann. Ty Cartier is there too for the Kraken. Gourde is alone. Evans awaiting at the point. Gourde for McCann. Evans faking the one-timer. McCann downstairs. Cartier thwarted by Philp, not out. Evans, McCann in front. Rodrigue shuts the door. Knocking was Matty Beniers, and the boys separate.
That puck just goes right off of Matty's stick. Good opportunity here. McCann throwing it to the front of the net. Matty catches that puck. He can either pull it back to his forehand, maybe even go between the legs, or just try to get a quick backhand up over the glove. Unfortunately, that puck hits the stick, just bounces over, and Rodriguez is able to make an easy glove stop.
Tie game, 64 seconds left on the power play. Mitchell Stevens will cross sticks here with Derek Ryan. Cale Fleury. One-timer Chalet off a body out in front. Byro down the wall for the Kraken, broken up. Nugent Hopkins accelerates. And on Grubauer. Chalet will drop it off. Here's Fleury. He'll lug it out. 45 seconds left in the power play. Cale Fleury in back of Mitchell Stevens with that pass. Nugent Hopkins broken up. Winterton stolen. Not out though, and now it is. Gleason got it out off the stick of Byro. Brendan Byro with a mishandle, helped out by Mitchell Stevens. He'll rifle it in. Ben Gleason back. 23 seconds left in the power play. The dump out was blocked from Stetcher, and Edmonton survives that as they get it out. 12 seconds, final push for Seattle. Billy Otavainen back on it. He was center ice zone, broken up by Podkolzin, who has tied the game with a shorty. Ben Myers has a multiple-point game tonight. He'll get it in. Melanson out in front, broken up by Dermott. Brandon Tanev. Tanev out of the corner, peppered by Stetcher. Dermott to the outside. Edmonton floats it out. 10:29 left. Regulation time. Bouchard sweeps it across. This is Hyman. Zach Hyman with a stutter step. Met by Otavainen and Mahura. Now Myers is back for the Kraken. Draped over him is Hyman. Matt Savoy to the corner. Shakes free of Mahura. Leaves it there for Connor McDavid. He stood up by Myers. Bouchard. Ekholm popping out Savoy. Open flank. Connor McDavid. He'll take it back. He'll dance a bit in the high slot. Ekholm. Bouchard now. McDavid shifting. Spinning. Lays it along for Bouchard. Savoy. Stopped by Grubauer. Left to the corner. Melanson tied up. A steal. Hyman just misses. 9:32 left. Seattle can finally change.
Well, good job there bending but not breaking in that opportunity. McDavid is able to dance around. You keep them to the outside as best as you can. They're going to get their opportunities. You sink back in. You don't chase too much, and a good job helping and not allowing them to get to the inside of the ice.
It was off the stick of Corey Perry. Will Borgen. Right on defense with Olofsson. John Hayden will get to it. Through center for Gord. Can he get a step on Gleason? He gets help from Hayden. Out in front. It ricochets around, and Rodriguez got it. And the boys get together again. Ronnie Gord and John Hayden in the middle of that. 8:58 left to go. Regulation time on a beautiful Saturday night in the Ice District of Edmonton, Alberta. We're tied at 4.
Welcome back to Edmonton. We are tied at 4. There he is, Belligerent Bill, as dubbed by John Forslund, of course. I asked Will Borgen what he thought of the nickname Belligerent Bill. He said he doesn't really care and that people can call him anything that they want. He said he's got so many nicknames that he kind of likes just having such a variety to choose from. But he also said that his family's fantasy football group chat has been making some jokes about the Belligerent Bill name. So I'd say that's enough of a stamp of approval, John.
Yeah, it's a slight stamp. Be nice if he said I love it, but hey, I can dream about it. Now Mahura in control, moved in. It describes how he plays. I mean, that's the point behind the whole thing. Hayden now in control, moved along. Mahura. Just call him Will from now on. Now Hayden in back of the goal. Moved all the way back. Yanni Gord, a tough angle picked off by Rodrigo. Hang on. 8:33 left, tied at 4.
Yeah, good shot from a tough angle. Gord's going to cut this one off, throw it to the front of the net. You got Cartier trying to battle. You got Hayden getting to the front of the net, too. If that puck drops down, you got an opportunity for a second chance.
We saw a two-man effort last night. We're getting it again across the board from the Kraken. And again, it's how you play in preseason. Nice to win. You hate to lose. But under these circumstances, as we are just 2 weeks into this, it's how you play. And the Kraken have shown improvement from their first outing a week ago Sunday. Now, Stetcher through center. Laid back. This is Travis Dermott. There's a cluster of three on him. Lane Peterson out of the corner. 8:03 left. Dermott with a shot seen through traffic beautifully by Grubauer. Seattle Kraken single game tickets have emerged from the deep. Emerged. Now is your chance to secure seats in the greatest atmosphere in hockey. For more information, go to seattlekraken.com/tickets and emerge with tickets. Emerge, JT.
Going to catch you at a game, John, against the glass at any time this year?
I don't think so. I like a higher look. Nice look at Brandon Montour. He emerged as one of the 3 stars last night. He had to yeet the fish for the first time. He had no idea what was going on. But the Kraken promotional department did an outstanding job with the instructions, which are throw the thing in the stands. Okay, now Ekholm with a shot. Pad save, and Grubauer gets the rebound. And the third chance as he sprawled out. Ekholm denied by Grubauer. Loose out in front. They whack at it. Hyman. Morgan defending him. Hyman off skates, cleaned up by Riker Evans. Hyman gets it back below the goal line by McDavid. Riker Evans on Nugent Hopkins. Now McDavid out of the corner. Bouchard at the point. Matthias Ekholm. He'll walk it. Errant pass for Bouchard. Good break for the Kraken. 7:04 left in regulation. John, JT, Piper with you. Rogers Place, Edmonton. Through the middle of the ice. Bouchard, he's in. He'll look around, pull away from Evans. Byro can't get it out. Puck Colson off the glove hand of Corey Perry. Morgan now out of the corner. He'll move the puck. Good retrieval by Byro. He'll send it in. Kemp is back. They go to the corner. Puck Colson for the Oilers to the outside. O'Reilly sauces a pass beautifully for Perry. Good stick. Olofsson at the line. Myers right back for the Kraken. Denied by Philip Kemp. 6:23 left. Philip Kemp now waiting for a change. Seattle changes 2. Slows down just a bit out to center. Mike Hoffman. He's in. And he's defended by Cale Fleury. Stevens wide open. Olofsson on the wall. John Hayden. He'll dump it in. Chalet lays a shoulder on Dermott. Under 6 minutes remaining. John Hayden. A good look at him. He'll lay it back from Ahura. Motivainen looking for a tip off the boards. Frozen by Rodrigue. So we have 5:43 left in regulation time. The Oilers and the Kraken are tied at 4 as we go down the stretch in Edmonton.
Chevy gets it. I want it, and I can afford it. Can be one and the same. With Chevy Trax, a car and driver 10 best. The rugged Chevy Trailblazer. And Chevy Colorado, Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Chevy, all you want is all within reach. Connected by OnStar. Qualified Northwest lessees can lease this Trax for around $249 a month. See your Northwest Chevy dealer.
airport. Okay, Alaska Airlines, this lounge is nice. Like handcrafted espresso bevies, hot food free, Wi-Fi nice. And these comfy chairs, this puts my condo to shame. It'd be crazy if I just missed my flight and broke my lease and made this my home forever. I wonder if anyone would notice.
It's time now for the WaFd Bank save of this one.
Well, perfect timing here for Grubauer. 4-4 game. The opportunity right here. You got Hyman standing right out in front with the screen. 2 big saves. First one through traffic. Kicks the leg out one more time and just get past right there. What an opportunity. Here comes the rebound opportunity. Hyman throwing it back out front. Ekholm throwing it to the front of that, and Grubauer scrambles out again. Big timing for those 2 saves from Grubauer.
34 shots on Philip Grubauer tonight by the Oilers along the boards. Game tied at 4 in the late stages of regulation. Beniers hammers one, and Rodrigue comes up big again.
Good little stick battle there with Winterton. Ends up winning it, but Matty Beniers, good timing, jumps into the fray. Get a look right here. Got to win your battle. Stick battles 2-on-1. The puck just goes right out, and Matty just trying to throw that one low on the glove side.
27 shots for the Kraken. Matty has 3, as we see. Off the face-off. Nugent Hopkins will get it out. Here's Lane Peterson in front of that Kraken bench. Ben Gleason. Peterson will chip it off the wall. Mahura will get to it. Beniers. The pass right on the money. It's Winterton. He'll dust it off. Shoot one wide off the wall. Beniers off the stick of Philp. Winterton. Otavainen. A loose puck in the high slot on a deflection. Otavainen again. And Winterton, unfortunately for Big Billy, got in the way there. And Winterton will take it back as we see him drop it off and go off on a change. Will Borgen will break it out. 4:45 left. Off the boards through center, all the way down. It's icing. A face-off in the Seattle zone. Edmonton off to a very bad start last season. We'll take a look at it here. So a coaching change. Chris Knobloch comes in. A couple of adjustments to the coaching staff too. The next 17 games were great. The next 16, look at that. Unbelievable season, unbelievable run in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Down by 3. They almost did it. Out in front. Florida winning the Stanley Cup for the first time in their franchise history. No icing. Cartier in first. Ward out of the corner. A steal by Ekholm. Now Cartier's shot denied on the short side by Rodrigue.
Well, nice defensive play for the Kraken on the other end. Edmonton throwing this puck to the back post, but a good active stick there from Tanev, able to break up that play and send it down the ice.
Brandon Tanev making that brilliant defensive play. The Myers line comes out. Myers, Melanson, Byro for Seattle. Melanson, the chopping one. It rolls in on the goaltender. He'll cover up again. 4:10 left in a 4-4 game. Game number 5 of 6 in the preseason. Monday night for the Kraken in Calgary. Chris Knobloch will bring his team to Seattle on Wednesday. We will have all hands on deck for that one. The Kraken Hockey Network full studio show. Pre-game, intermissions, post-game. Through center. Corey Perry. Sam O'Reilly drops it off. Brilliant junior career. And he should go back. He's only 18. London Knights. Icing is called here. Faceoff comes back in the Kraken zone with 3:46 left. Big O-zone start for the line of McDavid, Nugent, Hopkins, and Hyman. They win the draw. Ekholm, Bouchard. Big boys on the ice for Edmonton. Bouchard shot blocked by Byro. Melanson has control. Jacob out to center. Picked off on the way back. Nugent, Hopkins. Now McDavid counters, cuts. Hampered by Olofsson. Bouchard lays it along to an open flank and back. Olofsson now for Cale Fleury. Off the boards and safely out to center. 3:18 left. Beniers is stickless. He'll soccer style deep in the zone and hail a cab and stay out there. He picks up his stick through center. McDavid would have been offside. Olofsson. Here's Winterton. Beniers is offside. That'll stop play.
Well, just prior to that, Kraken ended up getting the puck out into the neutral zone, and Byro had an opportunity at least to just push the puck forward, get it deeper into the offensive zone. We'll take a look right here. Cross the red line, tries to throw the backhand pass, but you have to know who you're out against. And Weiler turn up quick play. McDavid out on the ice. Obviously, you're in your defensive zone. You need to get that puck out and change. That opportunity right there, yes, it would have been great had Melanson kept going through, but the change doesn't happen. Or if it doesn't happen, it's a good play. But you just have to know, take the safe opportunity of who you're playing against.
Lavoie scores! Raphael Lavoie. 2:53 left in regulation. Edmonton by 1.
Got everybody looking up on that one, trying to see how the play gets through. A good stick battle. Lavoie able to cut his way through right into the middle of the ice. He's got a big body. He's able to use his frame, protect the puck. Right to the forehand, sends this puck quickly along the ice, able to beat Grubauer. Get a good look here. There's the stick battle. He wins it. Cuts in, just bringing it right to the front of the net. 5-hole opportunity. But again, that's wanting to get to the hard area, not just taking it to the outside, pulling it into the inside, and able to get that quick shot off.
That's a tough one. Okay, we'll keep an eye on Grubauer. 2:45 left. Kraken now down by 1. Chipped in the zone by Ryan Winterton. Philip Kemp out of the corner, pays the price. Winterton all over him. Moved along. Raphael Lavoie, a second-round pick a few years ago now. Played mostly in the American Hockey League last season. Finds a way. 5-hole on Grubauer. 2:17 left. Rolled around now through center. Nugent Hopkins is met there by Olofsson. Here's Evan Bouchard. Move it outside for Connor McDavid. Ekholm, McDavid. Now Ekholm one more time. Bouchard. Keep it on the outskirts. Will the Oilers? Zach Hyman. Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard stopped by Grubauer. No rebound with a $1:49 left.
Good look at Grubauer getting out. Taking that one-timer opportunity from Bouchard. You'd expect that maybe the next time the Kraken get up the ice, Grubauer will head to the bench. Get the extra attacker out on the ice.
Right now the Kraken have Beniers, McCann, Mitchell Stevens, Evans, and Borgen on the ice. McDavid will draw for Edmonton. He goes forward. McCann collects it. Jared McCann gets away from Zach Hyman. Grubauer's on his way. 6 skaters out for Dan Bylsma. The 6th guy is Yanni Gourde. Big tie-up as we see along the boards. 90 seconds left. Seattle down by 1. Bouchard out of the corner, off a stick. It goes high. It bounces wide. Icing. Timeout will be called here, I believe, by Seattle. So this third line tonight, prospects. Jacob Melanson, the youngest of the 3 here, Brendan Byros had a good camp, and Ben Myers has been outstanding again.
Obviously, it's great to be on the stat sheet. You see the goals, the assists. But even without those, they've been a noticeable line. Comes with the forechecking pressure. Defensively, they've been sound as well, just generating opportunities. Spent more time in the offensive zone than they have in their defensive zone. So yes, it's great that they were rewarded. They're able to get 2 goals here tonight for their line. But you just watch the way they played, and that showed that they've had a good game, regardless of what the stats say and what the points will say. They've been one of the best lines here today for the Kraken.
1:20 left in regulation. And those 3 will sit and watch. McCann, Cartier, Gord, Beniers, Morgan, and Evans attempt to get the equalizer. Ball start. Gord and Ekholm in the circle. Beniers will be kicked out. And Yanni Gord now will oppose Connor McDavid. Bouchard off the window. Evans tries to keep it in the zone. McCann wipes it wide. 1:12 left. Cartier. McDavid gets it on the way back. He stops, pulls up, makes a good play. Through center. A chance knocked down by Riker Evans. With the empty net. To the corner, Borgen, and now McCann. Under a minute left. Yanni Gord in full flight. To the outside for Ty Cartier. He'll kick it to his stick. Waiting here is Matty Beniers. He'll punch it deep in the zone. Cartier, McDavid on it. A turnover. Evans a shot through traffic high. Cartier winds it back for Borgen. Riker Evans on the outside. Beniers. Evans at the point. He'll walk the line. Popping out McCann with a shot fought off by Rodrigue. And it goes out of play in the netting in back of the Edmonton goaltender.
Opportunity there. A lot of bodies in traffic out in front. This might have been the best look here. Up through, you get McCann on that shot. The save up and out. There's another opportunity from Riker as well, and I don't think Rodrigue saw that puck.
No.
Ended up just floating past on the blocker's side, just a little bit wide.
27 and a fraction left. Beniers. Noah Philp on the draw. Big body. Won by the Oilers. Stetcher. It gets out. Philp to an open area. Borgen ahead of Ryan. Final push for the Kraken. 15 seconds left. Borgen will stretch it out for Stevens. Mitchell Stevens out in front for Gord. A collision with the goaltender. And a penalty is called with 7.7 seconds left.
Take a look here as the puck moves through. You got Yanni Gord crashing towards the net. A little bit of contact there. Does look like there's a little bit of a snow. He's trying to stop, just not quick enough. You got Stetcher right on his back as well. Just not enough effort to not create that collision.
So goaltender interference on Seattle's Yanni Gord. Face-off comes all the way back. Power play Edmonton with a 1-goal lead. Raphael Lavoie has the difference-making goal. Off the draw, Olofsson will take it back. 3 seconds on the clock. And that'll do it. So the Edmonton Oilers will rally back on this night. And the Kraken go to 1-3 in the preseason with a 5-4 loss here in Edmonton.
Score may not be what you want, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of positives that you can keep bringing. You like the way the young guys played. You like getting a power play tally as well, so you can bring things. It's all